Do I have a second?
Second.
Very well. All those in favor?
All right.
Thank you. Ayes have it. Now, do I have a motion to approve or disapprove the proposal as set forth by Mr. Reda?
I would move that we approve the application submitted by Ray Arreda for a special use permit.
Thank you.
Place
Have
a
a second?
mobile home.
Second,
Second.
second. Can we have a roll call vote on this, please?
Mr. Mike Sweeney,
Yes.
Mr. Galen Cerna,
Yes.
Andrew Salasad,
Yes.
Mr. Travis Regensberg, Mr. Oliver Lesbrance.
Yes.
Motion does carry.
Very well,
Chair.
thank you. Can I have a motion to open the second item on the agenda, which is conducting a public hearing on an application submitted by Joseph Eugene Parson for a special use permit to place a mobile home as a single family dwelling on his premises at 209 Bibb Industrial Drive. And then I will swear people in on this in just a moment.
Make a motion that we open discussion at 209 Bibb Industrial Drive.
Very well. Can I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing is opened. Anyone who'd like to testify in this matter, including Mr. Parson, can you please stand? As I swear you in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you very much. Mr. Parson, can you give us a synopsis on what you're trying to accomplish?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, director. We truly appreciate your time that you give to assist us in these needs, in these matters. Purchased a piece of property from the city, 209 Bibb Industrial, a few years back, about 5-6 years ago. And I did place a metal building out there for storage, equipment, materials, those kinds of things. And unfortunately, as Ray Arreda said, there's a lot of vandalism goes on in there. And I've had to, take a few measures, put a fence around the place, secure doors, those kinds of things, have to keep people from vandalizing. Well, it continues to happen. People trespass as they will. And so one of my employees was looking at purchasing a double wide mobile home. And at one point there was I think it was a state police officer that had a trailer home up there. He's already present in the property. Stored water. I had to pull electricity from a pole over to my building. And so I told him, I think it'd be a good idea if you wish. I told him we'd have you there as to kind of help take care of the place, in other words, be the caretaker. He says, no, that would be fine with me. And so essentially we intended to come before this board earlier, but what happened is the manufacturing of his mobile home was actually went forward faster than what he anticipated, or when the company anticipated. So he did purchase the home, I guess, locally from Oakwood Mobile Homes, and we pulled it up there. At that point, I did get a hold of the city and let them know, hey, this is what's going on. He has no place to put the mobile home, so we just put it up there, parked it. Hasn't been moved since. And as I mentioned, we do need someone to, well, at least I need someone to take care of my place out there. And at the same time, my employee can kind of watch over Oldwood, RV's place there. He does training there and other places. And Ray's right, it's a hard place. I've called police out there several times, and they said, well, we'll try to come out more often. But I've been there nights working, doing whatever I need to do, and rarely do they come out. I'm not dissing on them or anything like that, but I know they're very busy and maybe limited in manpower, but it is hard for them to get out there. It's a lonely place, I do have some lights around the building, but the fact is that anyone can come in, jump the fence and help themselves if they wish. So I do ask that you consider my request.
You are storing your equipment there.
Yes,
So basically conducting business, and
yes, yes.
you'll
We're there pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Even evenings,
So-
doing things inside the building, or I do have some material outside, but more importantly, they don't take boulders, they don't take, gravel, they don't take base course.
Yeah.
That takes work.
Yes,
They're interested in just getting into the building and, taking whatever tools they can or whatever they feel they can sell quickly.
so,
Okay.
again, so this is gonna be a bit of a caretaker
Yeah.
situation as well?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, and he'll be there essentially pretty much every day.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got a good view from on top, so you can see, kind of far and wide,
Right.
all the way over to a raised area, and RVs and Oldwood and even trailer homes across the street.
You got Mr. Parson? Any questions for Mr. Parson? at this point in time?
Yeah, a couple questions.
Okay.
Currently, do you have a listed business license at 209 Bid Drive?
Yes.
Yeah, recorded with the city?
Yes.
It's, I would refer to Charles, their business license active at 209 Bid Drive.
Yes, if I may, I don't believe there is a recorded business license, Mr. Parson, on that address.
home address then?
It would have been, so the address,
Address on Bib.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't believe there's a
Okay,
recorded business license on that one.
okay. I do have a business license, yes.
And with that, I guess I would ask you, would it, to meet the standard, that we just set a precedent with Mr. Herrera, he has a business license that's active there for the storage units. Is there a requirement that the business be listed there or registered under 209 Bibb Drive to be compliant with the ordinance? Is my question.
I'm sorry, ask that question again, so I apologize.
So we just approved Mr. Herrera, he has a business license on his property for the storage units, right? So is it within the charter, is it required that the business be listed or recorded with a city business licensure under 209 Bibb Drive as an active business in industrial park to meet the same standard?
I would guess it should be because I mean, you have to have a business to have a caretaker dwelling on it. That's the way I would understand it. We could go through the ordinance a little bit further in detail if you guys would like that.
I would, just because Mr. Parsons, nothing personal, it's just that we're, as a governing body here that makes recommendations, we're still to abide by the city charter and what's on the statute. See, I mean,
I understand. And if
and
it requires me to, get a business license, I mean, I already pay my $35 to the city to have my business license. If it requires me to pay another 35 to list 209 Bibb Industrial as doing business there, because we are doing business out of there. I mean,
and
we're there every day.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just, my concern is that I know, we're here to find a solution to this and make it work. But down the line, someone else may come in and say, I want to put a double wide there because Mr. Parson did it. He didn't have a business license.
Like I mentioned, if, if that's what's required and we need to do it, I have no problem doing that.
And that's the question I have for,
Can that be amended as part of Mr. Parsons' business license or an attachment to his business license, doing business at?
So I think to do that, you'd probably have to go through an amendment, but you'd also have to get a different business license altogether at that different address, is the way I understand it, because there is fire inspections that need to be done. Then that's what it would require at that time.
Be in agreement.
Can we approve with that type of an amendment attached to the approval, or would we have to table this until the said business license be taken care of?
I would think that would be at the leisure of the board.
Okay. Okay. At
And
least we would give
Couldn't
Mr.
we-
Parson
couldn't
an
we do it
avenue if we have an
conditionally?
amendment.
Conditionally,
that's what I'm talking about. Yes,
that's
sir.
what you're saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. to be able to approve it because his intention
Yes.
is,
To go
is the
ahead and
same.
get the business
We're
license.
just
for
trying to
that
dot
address.
our i's and cross our t's. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. His intention is the same. He just have to go dot the i's and cross the t's in order for it to be totally finalized.
Can I ask another question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What would it impair? Is to set up the mobile home, you still have to go to MHD, get all your permits and stuff like
Yes.
that. If if we were to table this issue, would that hinder or cause a big problem for you guys or?
We certainly like to get it done as soon as possible. I'd rather have somebody up there sooner rather than later. And in speaking with Charles, we can't really move forward until we're approved.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it has sewer, has water, electricity, can be pulled over. That's not a big deal. But I'd rather have somebody up there, like I said, sooner rather than later. I mean, things are happening and things are actually getting a little worse. And so, I just don't want to get ripped off anymore.
I understand. I just want to make sure that
I understand.
we're compliant with.
Yeah, no, as I said, if you want to set that condition, I can certainly pursue that.
Yeah, because,
It's not a big deal.
yeah, we always have, people come in and stuff like that, and say, oh, you did it for so and so, and you did it for so and so, and I want the same, and that's my whole concern is that, we set a precedent for the future as a board. And it sometimes, like I know you very well and good friends and Ray's a good friend, everybody's good friends, but when stuff like this comes up, it also puts us, the board, and some of the city staff in a predicament, some sort of, you know what I mean? And the only thing we have is the city charter and the rules that we have to abide by, and we're here as appointed by the mayor for this, in the city's interest, so that, we can make the right decisions,
So as I mentioned, we're
Yeah, that's
willing to go through the amended process and so forth. Yeah, that's not a problem.
all right.
Any other questions for Mr. Parson? Andrew, Mr. Sweeney?
Not at this time.
Yeah.
No, sir.
No. I'd like to find a way to help Mr. Parson move forward with this. And if there's a way we can have a motion, but it is up to, yes, sir.
Do we have any input from the city as to what's?
Like I
Any-
said, in order for him to move on, I believe,
Yeah.
we'd have to make a conditional upon his getting his business, permit to that address.
Yes,
If
sir.
he has-
Yes, sir.
He says he has a business permit,
Yes, sir.
but not at that address.
Yes, sir. So that.
I don't know whatever is required
Yeah.
to do that, if he's willing to go ahead with that.
Sounds like he is, and Mr. Marcus has given us a little guidance as to being able to approve something with a condition attached. Mr. Parson, thank you very much. No further questions for Mr. Parson? Okay, Mr. Parson, thank you so much. Unless, Mr. Marcus, do you have anything for Mr. Parson? No, thank you, sir. Anyone else that wanted to testify in this matter? No.
I move that we close this hearing.
We have a motion to close the hearing on this matter. Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Let's have it. Do I have a motion to approve or approve with conditions or disapprove at this point in time?
I move that we approve with conditions
Very well. And those conditions would be, Mr. Sweeney, can you
that
state those?
Mr. Parson makes sure that his business license that exists already gets transferred or moved to this address at Bibb Industrial Park, Industrial Drive, 209.
Talking to the city, would he have to transfer his existing license or just establish a new license or establish an amendment to his existing license?
Establish a new license at that location since it is a different location.
Well, then that
So
would
we
be.
could restate that. Okay, so if I'm hearing the motion correctly, approval with the condition that a new license is established at 209 Bibb Industrial Drive in order to move forward? Would that be correct, Mr. Sweeney?
Yes, sir.
Very well.
So, if I understand it right, can you rephrase it for the minutes, the way you want it to be put on the minutes itself? Cause we've had different, we've had a lot of.
I think the thing is, the thing, Mr. Regensberg, as far as I've seen, he's only beginning to jump through the first hoop.
I understand that.
And it's not up to, we're just advising, and it will be up to city council. We're not acting as Board of Adjustment. It's not a final say. It's going before city council. I don't know what they will say.
Oh, I understand that. What I'm asking.
This is a board of adjustment.
Board of Adjustment. Is
This
Board
is,
of
this isn't a
Adjustment?
board, this is a board of adjustment also
On this one.
on this one. Yes, sir. Mr.
Also.
Sweeney. So
Then-
the condition would be if you could just, if Mr. Regensberg just wanted a rephrasal of the condition that he establish a new business license
It's
at 209 Industrial Drive.
basically so that we have a clear understanding on the minutes for the next meeting. Because you made the motion, the chairman, iterated on it and you guys have gone back and forth so that we have a clear understanding on the minutes. Can you, all I'm asking is that you clarify your motion for the minutes. I'm not against or nothing. I'm just asking for a clarification on the motion.
Yeah, if you could just restate the motions.
Just state the motion, how you want it on the minutes.
That's fine. Then on this application by Mr. Parson would depend on his getting a new business license at 209 Viv Viv Industrial Drive.
Very well.
Depending on that,
Very well.
depending on his acquiring that business license at that,
So you were moving for an approval
yes, sir.
with that condition. Very well. Do I have a second on this?
I will second that.
Mr. Assad, second. Can you please have a roll call vote?
Yes, Mr. Mike Sweeney,
Yes.
Mr. Andrew Salasad,
Yes.
Mr. Travis Regensberg,
Yes.
Mr. Galen Sedna, Oliver Lesbrunz.
Yes.
So moved. Thank you. Third item on the agenda is for Mr. Eugene Rudolph. Is Mr. Rudolph in here today? Yes, sir. Would you like to come forward, Mr. Rudolph? We're gonna open the hearing, then we'll sort you in. Okay, sir. Can I have a motion to open the hearing, to conduct a public hearing on applications submitted by Mr. Eugene Rudolph for a zone change from an R1 single family residence to an R2 multi-family residence on his premises at 2121 7th Street.
I move to open the discussion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Very well. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Hearing is now open. Anyone that would like to speak on this matter, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Rudolph, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for hearing my application and
Yes, sir.
it's nice being home.
There you go. There you go.
It's been decades.
Where's your residence now? If you could state your.
I'm
address.
Eugene Rudolph. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Very well.
My address here is 2121 7th Street, Las Vegas. So that home was built by my grandfather. So it's been something that's very I guess you could say it's just a structure, but it's very dear to the family, It has been for many years. Finally got around to taking my mom's clothes out of there after 40 years.
Nothing to do.
And I had to throw it away. It was just, so I think, the way you're raised, my mom was born and raised a Mora Ranger. My dad was born and raised a Rosiata Bobcat, was very proud of that. And I was born and raised here in Las Vegas, but at some point, you grow up in this area and you just, you become part of it in so many different ways. But I think at this point, it's better that, I get this house reconditioned, which I have, came out beautiful, and look at doing something else with it. But I came before the board to get it zoned from R1 to R2 because it's been R2 for the last probably decade as a duplex. It was kind of built like a duplex.
Yeah, I'm familiar with home.
And so it just seems like it should be a duplex. Realistically, it should probably even be zoned commercial because 70% or more of all the buildings like this one that face 7th Street are all commercial. In fact, it has a Lutheran church right across the street, Allsup's next door, has a Randy Garcia dental office across the street. And so, you go up and down 7th Street and there's just absolutely no reason why this particular structure would be zoned anything less than an R2 and perhaps in the future, something different.
So are you looking to rent the home out? Or are you looking to sell the home?
My goal is to sell the home. My goal is going to be to sell the home. In order to sell the home, it needs to be zoned correctly. And so I'm here today to ask the board to go ahead and approve the zoning from R1 to R2, which is what it is.
You say that it's currently a duplex? Is it currently
It
cut
is.
in half, and has it been,
It,
have residents lived there as a duplex?
yeah, residents have lived there as a duplex. It goes back. It goes back decades because the way it was built.
Yeah.
Originally it's kind of built like two homes in one, it was
Yeah.
built so that one family could live on one side and the other family on the other side, but it could be separated or opened so that, there was a time when my grandfather lived in one side and my mom and dad lived in the other, had their privacy. So it's kind, it's a little ambiguous because it's kind of been you could say it's been a duplex its whole life.
Sure looks
But-
like one. What kind of square footage are we talking about on each side?
I think it's in the paperwork I submitted, but I think it's 1,587, if I recall,
Okay.
square feet is what the
Total.
total square footage
Total.
of the house. Yeah,
Okay.
the studio apartment is probably about 550 square feet and the house is a little over 1,000 square feet with a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay.
Exist.
Do we have some questions for Mr. Rudolph?
No.
So, sorry, Mr. Sweeney, Mr. Regensburg,
I just have a question for the city.
very well.
Charles, what's the impact between the R1 and R2 in this case? Since you reviewed the application.
So with him changing to an R2, somebody, if he does sell that property and somebody like wants to put a mobile home there, they can't. It's under expressly prohibited. It's also, you can't have any type of commercial use, industrial use, and then parking of any type of storage or anything like that. It's strictly gonna be residential to match the neighborhood as it is.
Is there any other mobile homes or double wides in that area at the currently?
No, not that I've seen.
Everything is R1,
Everything else is R1.
R1 or C1 or C2?
R1 and then C3 on the opposite side because you're right off of 7th Street. So you have that Lutheran church right across the street. And then you have Allsup's right next to Mr. Rudolph as well. That's C3.
So basically to put a double wide there, they'd have to demolish the house or.
No, they can't even, no, mobile, it says under our ordinance, mobile homes aren't prohibited in that area.
We're asking to change it to an R2, right?
Correct.
But as an R2, it would qualify to put a double wide in that area or a single wide or whatever
No, that's prohibited. That doesn't allow for that.
in the R2s.
Yes. As per our ordinance,
That's for ours.
it does say mobile homes.
In that area.
in that area for an R2.
or an R2 in
Yes.
that area, it's prohibited.
Yes.
Yeah, so that basically what I'm getting to is I don't want, I don't want to disrupt the 7th Street corridor by putting in single wides or double wides in that area in the future, because that's our, that's our footstool to the economic footprint
Yes, sir.
of the residential area in that area,
Yes, sir.
And to reiterate, what Mr. Rudolph had stated, he has renovated the home. And so there's no intent, at this point in time, no intention of putting a double wide or a single wide or.
It would be
any of
a
that.
shame to put a double wide in that area. I think it would. Yeah, so now there's no intent there. I
Yeah.
don't think you can't
Yes.
put a double wide. You're really the biggest change from this is it's gonna be reassessed at a higher property tax rate. And it's just gonna continue being what it's been forever. That's really what the end game of what this is gonna do is it gives me the ability to sell it and a bank to approve a loan because it is what it is now. But it's never been a mobile home. There won't be a mobile home on that lot. And it would be a shame to put a mobile, I mean, the people behind me would would be filling up the back of this room if that was a possibility.
That's not it.
And that's my concern is that, okay, well, you're here, you're the owner, but once you sell it, my concern is that the future buyer, if it's an R2, make sure that that a double wide or a single wide is prohibited on there under the R2
Ordinance.
zoning, I mean, I'm not concerned with you, I'm concerned with the future
Yeah.
of Las Vegas, and that's why I'm asking the question. No, not for the present, I mean, you're pretty legitimate with what you want, what you have. But my question is, if he sells it, can they put a double wide on there? Under the R2?
As per our ordinance, no, as per our
No.
ordinance, no.
That answers my question.
Any other questions for Mr. Rudolph?
Not for Mr. Rudolph, but for Mr. Ortiz.
Yes, sir.
In the future, he sold the property to me, and it's a shame, but I knocked the house down. I put a double wide there. No one can stop me, or can they?
The city ordinance.
That's all I'm asking. Can I be stopped? As a new owner?
Yes,
The zoning has been changed to R2.
yes, under uses expressly prohibited under an R2 zone, it does prohibit mobile homes in that area. They're not allowed to be there.
There it is. Thank you for answering my question.
Yes, sir,
Sure.
Mr. Sweeney.
Yes, sir.
Just for clarification, we're talking about manufactured homes, right?
Yes.
Because I don't think we've used mobile homes in quite some time for our ordinances, because since 1973, they've been reestablished as manufactured homes. So mobile homes, if we're going to use that legally, it's not going to stand because
Very well.
for it as manufactured. Just for.
Not a problem. Thank you for the clarity on that. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, I had a question. This is more towards Charles. So in that area that he's talking about, is the majority of it R1 or R2? Or is it mixed?
It's R1 right now.
So everything in that neighborhood is R1?
Yeah.
But that's going down Lori Lane, is that correct? Okay, but on 7th Street itself, most everything is R2, correct? And he is on 7th Street.
He's on 7th Street. Right next to Lori Lane, that
Yes.
whole side where he's on is R1
Yes.
right now.
But we're not looking to rezone a whole neighborhood such as was proposed sometime back. We're just looking for one property,
Yes, just Mr. Eugene Ross property.
yes, and with some good intention involved here. Mr. Regensburg, you had another question, sir?
I have one more question for you. Should we move to approve this? Can you attach the conditions of the R2 in that area to the approval for future reference?
What
I think-
condition?
That double wide or manufactured house cannot be placed in that area.
Mr. Ortiz has already stated that it
No,
would be prohibited.
Yeah,
period.
but it would be prohibit, I
Yeah,
understand
without an
that.
attachment.
It's already a city ordinance.
I understand that. But, you know, we're not gonna be here forever. The next person that's sitting here,
Well, sure.
you know,
I can include something, Mr. Regensberg. I had attached, I believe I did attach the ordinance, and if I didn't, I can include it within the packet for future filing. But
yeah.
for the record,
Okay, that'd be fine. If there are no further questions, do I have a motion to close this hearing?
I move that.
So I just have another.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Can you state your name, sir?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Marcus, I'm code enforcement supervisor for the city of Las Vegas.
Okay.
So the Russian zone, manufactured homes actually are permitted,
Our permit.
just for you guys. to know.
Not in this area.
But that's exactly.
Words of clarity. No, I understand. We're good. I'm just going off what.
Mr.
what
Chairman,
was
the
told
board,
us.
he is correct, but in this specific instance, the ordinance supersedes that by saying it is not allowed in that area.
There you go. Okay. And I understand what you're trying to do because right now you're a R1. If you get an offer on it and an appraiser goes out and they'll say it's a duplex, they'll stop the loan. So you have to have it as a R2, so when it does get sold, it'll go through the financing.
Exactly.
So that's what we're doing.
So the ordinance does supersede. The city ordinance, from what I understand. It does supersede and would eliminate that concern, Mr. Regensberg. But if you'd like to make a motion with that concern. Or an attachment that.
Mr. Ortiz can include that in the packet.
Very well. Okay. There are no further questions. We are having a motion to close the hearing.
Make a motion, we close the hearing.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Rudolph. Appreciate it. Now, can I please have a motion to either disapprove or approve, straight up or with conditions?
I'm gonna make a motion that we approve with the condition that the city attach the ordinance that prohibits mobile homes in that area for future reference for, any parties concerned.
Sir.
Okay. Do I have a second to that motion?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Travis Regensberg,
Yes.
Mr. Mike Sweeney,
Yes.
Mr. Andrew Salazar,
Yes.
Mr. Gideon Zena,
Yes.
Mr. Oliver Lesbrunz.
Yes.
Okay, so moved. Thank you very much. Okay, can I please have a motion to open public hearing on an application submitted by John Cordova for a variance on his premises located at 149 Independence Avenue for a 20 by 20 metal garage. Do I have a motion to open the hearing?
I'll move that we open the hearing on the application submitted by John Cordova
Do I have
for
a
a
second?
variance.
Do I have a second?
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Hearing is so open. Mr. Cordova, and anyone else that will be testifying in this matter? If you could please raise your right hand as I swear you in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you very much. Mr. Cordova, thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you please give us a rundown on what's going on and what you're trying to accomplish?
Okay, yes, sir. My name is John Cordova. I live at 149 Independence. I've been there approximately about 9 years. So basically, sir, I put up a metal building, a 20 by 20 metal building, little over 2 years ago, something like that. I do take full responsibility. I was not trying to do things illegally, just simply didn't get the permit. I'm asking for if you guys could overlook that mistake that I've done and allow me to get the permit now if possible, do the variance. Okay, I like Mr. Art Gonzalez stated, I did start using it as a storage. It kind of moved, along from there. I do work out of it, Um, I really, I'm not real good with words, sir. I really don't know what else to
We might have
say. I
some
mean,
questions for you and that way
yes,
we.
please, by
get
all
more
means.
information. So what kind of work do you do out of?
I
this
do paint and body, sir.
Paint and body?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I know we just went through this whole thing about a business license and
Yes, sir.
conditions. Do you have
Yes, sir.
business license for your paint and body?
No, sir, and that's the thing is
Okay.
I want to do please, by all means,
Yes, sir.
point me in the right direction. I'll do whatever I need to do. I want to do this legitly,
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. No,
I'm not trying to get over on nobody, Your Honor, sir. I just simply want to do this
sure.
the right way.
Exactly. And sometimes it may be that having a business needs to be in a business area, such as the industrial park, and so forth. Having said that, Mr. Ortiz?
For the record, Mr. Chair, Mr. Oliver, where is zoned as a C1
C1.
neighborhood commercial zone.
Okay. And as a neighborhood commercial zone, what does that allow him to do or not do? Can you clarify that for me?
Doesn't specifically state that he is allowed to do any type of paint or body work though within that area. As per the ordinance says, it doesn't state that. It doesn't state that. It just states automobile sales and services is what it states.
Automobile sales and services. And that's probably from the Dodge dealership that was across the street way back when. Yeah, probably so. Okay. Having said that, has this, one more thing, wait, before I ask you, Mr. Cordova.
Yes,
Our goal today, Mr. Ortiz, is it to give Mr. Cordova the right to conduct business or simply the right to have the garage in place?
With simply to have the garage in place where it does sit today.
Okay, that has nothing to do with you conducting business, has nothing to do with spraying cars, sanding, ventilation, all this kind of stuff. That would be code enforcement, if I'm correct, and I think I am. Okay. And am I correct that there is a cease and desist order on
Yes, sir. So
a business?
we can insist on it. Since we came into contact with Mr. Cordova and Gonzalez family, they've actually been very compliant with the whole process. This is just a case, from our point of view, from what we observed is, he just really didn't really have guidance on how to proceed with his business. And that's, I think, he's going through the process now. He's taking the steps to do what he needs to do.
Okay. So that the business portion of it is a total separate entity. This is simply the garage. Okay, this is simply the garage. Okay, okay. Having said that, I will turn it over to some of the board members and ask for questions and so forth.
Of course, I always have questions.
Yes, sir, Mr. Rugenberg. That's okay.
Yeah.
We love having you.
Based on exhibit 5 that is on the packet over here, the warranty deed. We have the applicant is John Cordova, and I don't see a warranty deed with his name.
So, yes, Mr. Art Gonzalez, if that's correct, is the owner of the property and he does rent it to Mr. Cordova.
Do we have a rental agreement in this packet? No, sir.
we've never had a rental agreement between us, sir.
So my concern here again is, shouldn't the applicant be the owner of the property rather than the renter or the rentee? Because the owner of the property, the owner of the building is actually the owner of the property, not the rentee. But here we have an application for a variance from the rentee without ownership of the property. which is not, in my opinion, is not correct. I mean, that's a big red flag for me. I mean, within itself, I mean, you know, we do have a.
No, yeah,
I believe that is that's a good catch here because legally, any structures are the responsibility of the owner of the property, not the leasee or rentor.
You know, the permitting for the business, for the erection of the building, everything falls under warrant, the property owner under exhibit. Within the packet and not the.
Well, certainly the structure, the business itself, we're not even talking about that, yeah.
We're just talking about the
Yeah,
structure.
the structure should be the responsibility of the property owner.
Basically, this packet is incorrect.
Yes, sir. It. I agree with you on that, Mr. Regensberg, because Ms. Cordova, you are not the legal owner of the property or the garage. At this point, I would like to see that we table this matter.
Well,
Or, well,
let's close
we can close the hearing, yes. Is there anyone else that needs to speak on this matter, or are there any other questions for Mr. Cordova? No. Oh, yes, sir.
The question
Mr. Gonzalez.
the property owner, would we need to refile an application for this matter?
And ask Mr. Ortiz, and I believe so, yes.
We have to refile Mr. Ortiz, or could we amend the current application to reflect the
It wouldn't have to be a refile. Would be a refile.
Okay.
So that's what they're suggesting.
No problem, we'll take care of that.
Thank you, Mr. Cordova. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I have a motion that we close the discussion on the matter. Do I have a second? All those in favor?
All right.
So moved. Again, I would like to, I think we should, unless city would like to give me any guidance on this, table this matter until the proper package is presented with, the proper owner.
We can make a motion.
Can we make a motion for that?
I make a motion that we deny based on the packet that's presented and that the proper package be presented to the board at a later date.
Very well, with the correct owner and so.
Well, the correct owner
Yes,
of
sir.
the proper packaging. I mean, it's.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Travis Regensberg,
Yes.
Mr. Mike Sweeney.
Yes.
Mr. Galen Sema,
Yes.
Mr. Andrew Salazar. Yes. Mr. Oliver Lesbrance.
Yes.
Motion does carry, sir.
Very well. Do we have any other business today? Mr. Ortiz? No?
No,
Can I have a motion for adjournment, please?
We adjourn.
I'll second that.
Second, all those in favor? Nice have it. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for coming today and your testimony.